Have you ever wanted to fight in MMA? In today's video, we're gonna be talking about Garrett Holeve, aka G Money. He's always dreamt of being a mixed martial artist, but he suffers from Down syndrome. Many Florida authorities deem the contest a health risk. Can G Money win the right to fight and challenge perceptions of what adaptive athletes can do? Let's get into it.
I mean, we all find our manhood in different ways. Some guys find their manhood just by counting their money. Fighting has given Garrett that opportunity to prove that he is a man.
We're all looking for some sort of purpose, and in Garrett's case, MMA is that purpose. It serves as a beacon of hope for him, and he navigates life using that as almost a beacon, right? This video should serve as some sort of inspiration because obviously he's dealing with some substantial issues. His goal is to overcome those issues, and that's obviously inspirational.
Don't dance, hop. Light, on your toes, Don't kill any bugs. Nice.
You are my bug.
Don't kill any bugs.
I'm your
Nice.
I mean, look at him. He's bobbing and weaving under the pads very well, letting his hands go. Pretty good balance. I mean, it's remarkable what you can accomplish when you really love something.
Always love the sport. Awesome.
Look at that. What? He just did a capoeira style kick. Posted on the floor, inverted and threw a head kick. That's high levels of athleticism. Credit to this kid. That's crazy. That's his father, by the way. This is his father here.
What do you punch like?
I punch hard. Hands there are nice, bro.
These ones?
Yes, I definitely want one, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. Thank you, bud.
You're welcome. Say because I love you.
These are medium, right?
Yes, those are medium.
Oh, good.
If they fit me, they fit you. We got same waist.
And you can see this guy, his training partner here, absolutely loves this dude. Like, absolutely loves G Money, and he's in his corner.
Disabilities, or they're not. So I think the people that are uncomfortable.
So notice how his training
watching
partner here is telling Garrett, use your head. And this is really good advice to keep your head under your opponent's chin to control his alignment. So he has good training partners, a good mentor with him here. He's using the
people
underhook.
that would be uncomfortable sitting
Picks the knee and drives in that direction to score the
down and having a
takedown.
meal with Garrett.
I remember the story aired in the 11 o'clock news that night about this great kid and his dad. People were pissed. People could not believe that a father was letting his son with Down syndrome get into MMA.
And I can understand that perspective. And then, I don't know what you guys feel about this, but for me personally, as long as the matchup is comparable and it's not a huge mismatch, I think it should be something that they should be able to do. I am against head trauma with regular people, so MMA is tough, right? But obviously you don't want a guy with Down syndrome getting, punched in his head and whatnot. At least let it be somebody who is similar in terms of the sort of struggles that they deal with day to day from a disability standpoint.
Really the stories that are the most talked about are the
What? He cradled the head, grabbed the hamstring, and lifted the hips, finishing the takedown.
It was no surprise when Mitch contacted me a couple of
And
times.
secures the underhook with his left arm. So these are things I can't get my students to do that are that have been training for a few months. Use your far side underhook so he doesn't escape with his underhook on the bottom. And it's just basic concepts that just kill me. But this guy's doing a great job.
I have mild cerebral palsy on my left side, so my right side is perfectly able-bodied. My left side is limited range of motion. Me and Garrett were supposed to fight a year ago.
Imagine that. I'm about to fight this guy and you just look out your window and you see your opponent just staring through the window like that, just watching you shadow box. It's crazy, right?
Everything was planned.
Casually walks away. Look at that, casually walks away. I've seen what I need to see. Garrett walks away.
And while they're each to be applauded for their accomplishments, the same can't be said for those who are willing and eager to see them engage in a no-holds-barred fight in a cage.
Oh, you're so proper. He's so highfalutin. You know what? It just annoys me. I get what he's saying. It's a little barbaric, but come on, the way he says that, Cage fighting.
2 minutes before the fight was actually going to happen, I was actually all taped up, gloved up, ready to walk out.
It's a huge size advantage.
They gave a cease and desist letter and told us we were not allowed to fight.
Lee County, the state of Florida, have hit us with a notice to cease and desist on this fight.
I just couldn't believe that right then and there, 2 seconds before they were going to, their hands were wrapped.
And that shows me that the politicians or whoever the lobbying individuals were to get this thing shut down don't really care about the fighters. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't know the specificity of it, right? Could have been just a delay in the processing of the whole situation. But if that's not the case, these people are really messed up. Because a fighter trains hard. It costs money to prepare for these things. You're always in debt. You're never making money, especially at the amateur level. And then to wait till the last minute on something you could have told me about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, that I can't do this. You're gonna wait till I'm in the cage? That's just tasteless, man.
These guys deserve to fight just like everybody else.
It destroyed their dream.
I was gonna dead inside?
No one goes as far to get to know myself or Garrett or any other fighter with disability. They see articles that just say cerebral palsy and Down syndrome set to fight. So when people read that, they get scared.
Thanks everybody for coming out.
We're suing the state of Florida for past discrimination for not allowing Garrett and David to fight. We're also suing them for the opportunity to fight in the future, to earn that right to fight.
Again, I understand partially the fear of this, right? These are individuals, not as much the gentleman with cerebral palsy, but someone with Down syndrome, to be getting concussed. It's hard to justify that, right? It's hard to justify that. Grappling's different. MMA fight with no headshots is another thing, but, full headshots, I kind of understand where they're coming from as they get older. I'm more empathetic to that perspective, but like I said, he could have said it, a little bit sooner. Don't worry, Missouri will take you. Florida won't take you. Missouri will. Florida takes everything.
I'm focused now. So I know I need to do.
He's finally gearing up, getting the opportunity to do what he's always wanted. When you see him move his hands, you see him use agility drills, those sorts of athletic movements that require his ability to understand facial awareness, hand-eye coordination, it's hard to justify not letting him fight, and that's just the truth. Now, I told you I was kind of riding on the line, but at the end of the day, I'm going to opt for freedom, and your choice, it being a choice. Is MMA legal? Yes, it is. Should he be allowed to fight? Providing that the matchup is somewhat even, I would say yes. That's it, man. Walking into the cage, that feeling. Something he's always wanted to. It's never happened. Think about that. A historic moment.
Is more anti.
All right, he comes out circling immediately. Not the best tactic. I actually like his opponent's tactic. Coming in, taking the center, keeping his back off the cage gives him the ability to manage distance a little bit better.
People do misunderstand MMA as a
double
sport.
Jab.
People punching
Switch
each other
low
in the
kick.
face.
He's using his jab pretty well from the outside. I like what he's doing here. He's, by the way, his right side is his functional side, hence the reason he fights from southpaw. He's pumping the double jab out, but his distancing is a little off. A big part of that is because his left leg doesn't have full function, so he doesn't have the ability to push off the ball of his left foot, I'm imagining. See, that's my worry, is when you run in with your chin up and your hands just kind of ba-ba-ba, you're always open for a quick shot down the pipe, so you got to be careful for that. But he closed the distance. His opponent wasn't able to really, as you can see, counter. Oh, he counters him with a right hook with the bicep. Single leg. Single. Can he finish a single? Is he going to switch?
Nobody wants to see someone.
Oh, the takedown that he was drilling. Oh, knee him in the balls.
bruised.
He scored the takedown.
You got it! What he was doing.
Looking for the rear strangle. Looking to cinch it in. Okay, ends the round with his opponent's back there. We obviously are going to have to give that round to G-Money. Coming out. Again, pumping the jab his opponent. Eats a switch low kick for his efforts. A little heavy on the lead leg. All right, he locks up the double leg and he scores a takedown. Now, the mistake on his opponent's part is he's looking for the strangle with his right arm, the guillotine. Obviously not having full function of his left arm, he's not able to make the appropriate connections to be able to cinch the guillotine in and get the finish. You're gonna want your left hand to grab your right wrist to get the finish. Obviously, his left hand's behind Garrett's head, so there's no actual lever, there's no secondary arm to help finish the strangle. I don't think there's any headshots, hopefully, on the ground. Looking for the armbar, looking for the triangle. But he loses position, he gives up his back. G-Money takes it back, puts the hooks in, and looks to score the rear strangle, the same way he ended the first round. He's losing position. So we see here Garrett hanging off the far left shoulder blade. The strangle is in. You want to focus on alignment, which is going to give you the ability to attack the strangle without losing position. See the angle? It's just not there. The angle's not there, and see how he's on his knees. That's the issue. The good thing is the elbow is positioned pretty well, despite the fact that his chest is way off angle. This is where it goes wrong. So it's not in. That little adjustment. So as he tightened it up, the bottom player, not hand fighting correctly, decided to extend his legs and take his own base away, which made the alignment a lot better. As you can see, his chest on back connection. And there it is. He taps. Dad's so proud of him. Amazing moment. Look how happy his training partner is. The guy who's been by his side gave him the sweatpants earlier in the video. It's awesome to see, man.
Only thing I want to be is a fighter.
That's it. He's a young man who's defined by that. And it gives him comfort to have something that it gives him purpose, you know? And you can see it in his eyes. Without fighting, I mean, things might get hairy. So let this video be a lesson to you. If there's anything you're going through, if there's any disabilities you might have, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't go out there and express yourself. Stay strong, Strangle Gang, and I'll see you in the next one.